this is Joanna from Tarot with Joanna, here to do another reading. Hello, hello, hello. So Leo, in today's reading, I'm definitely going to give you two of the Denise Lynn Oracle cards, going to do a reading and then clarify it. Also wanted to let you know that I will be doing a live very soon. I will be doing little mini readings, so if you just be in the lookout for that, okay? So you can join me, maybe you can ask questions you're interested in, and I will definitely find out for you. All right, so here we go. Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo, 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 Leo. All right, Leo. Here we go. Two cards for Leo for their highest good. This is for Leo. Wow, look at that. Beautiful. Of course you do. Of course. So you have embracing enthusiasm. Shout to the heavens with happiness. Definitely. So, things are getting better. You're feeling better. You're looking better. You're doing things differently now. And I feel like there's a lot of happiness within you. So it's nice. Shout it to the heavens, you guys. Be grateful. And then you have rainbow blessings. Wow. Blessings are showering your life. So any way, shape, or form, you are definitely coming towards abundance, abundance of all kinds coming towards you, blessing after blessing. Really be grateful for everything that you have, okay? This is a very beautiful card to have. So nice. You start off very nice. All right, Leo. So Leo, take what resonates with you and leave the rest. This is going to be for Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Let's see what's going on for my Leos. One for the current. This is for Leo. One for the situation. One for the, past or now. One for what's hidden. Thank you, Spirit. One for the hopes and fears. One for the what you need to do now. What you need to work on. And the outcome. Wow. Okay. So definitely there is some kind of you're going to collaborate with somebody, some kind of partnership, or somebody could just be coming in to help you also. I feel like you're being recognized. You will get recognized for all the hard work that you're doing. I feel like you're accomplishing and achieving what you want. But I feel like you need to not give up on anything, okay? No matter what, even if it feels like there's nothing happening, really don't give up on anything. And that's what they're saying. You do have the Temperance card, and I feel like you're keeping everything balanced, or you're trying to keep everything balanced. I feel like you need to keep your emotions, the way you're doing things balanced, okay? Really, really be careful on how you're doing everything. If sleep well, eat better, think better, really think positive and everything. I do feel like you're on the right path. You are definitely making a lot of decisions coming soon. I do feel like there's a decision coming in. You do have the Two of Pentacles here. I feel like you need to start taking it easy. Feel like trying to juggle everything all at once, and it's very difficult for you. Really be careful with that, okay? And then you have the Three of Wands here for the pastor now. You're definitely moving forward. I feel like you're making plans. I feel like you could be traveling also. I feel like you're making plans and not telling anybody anything about it. And I also feel like you're waiting for your ships to come in, like something to come in. And also with the Ten of Swords up here for what's hidden, I do feel like there was an ending to something that's been going on in your life. Feel like whatever this ending was, it had to happen, no matter what. And I feel like when we get let me just rephrase that. When we get the Ten of Swords, it always goes back to the beginning. So there's something that's ended, but something that's going to begin also. So, and it could have been painful or hurtful, okay, for you. You do have the Two of Cups down here. There could have been there's a decision that you are definitely contemplating about something. Okay. Yeah. We'll see what else is here, because there's a lot of messages coming through for you guys. Could be an offer. I also feel like you need to really get connected with your intuition here, okay? And here. Yeah, the Hangman. I feel like you need to step back here for what you need to do now, and really step back and look at things differently. I feel like you need to find your patience for everything that's going on in your life, okay? And with the High Priestess here, I feel like you have an inner knowing. Like you know what you need to do. I feel like you need to trust your intuition and open that gift that you have. I also feel like you could need to go within, really go within, and it's time that you do that. Because you also have the Two of Swords for the outcome. The Two of Swords is definitely talking about. Oh, what am I stepping on? The Two of Swords is definitely talking about making a decision, but they're asking you to take that blindfold off, and that's where this intuition comes in because you have an inner knowing, but you don't really use it. So they're asking you to really take that blindfold off so that you can, to seek things more clearly. And I also feel like you need to go within so that you can see things clearly. Okay, so I'm trying to get these pictures in. Okay. Wow. Okay, so let's see what's going on for you, Virgo. Virgo. Take what resonates with you, Virgo, and leave the rest. This is for Virgo. Virgo. Why is a Temperance card here for Virgo? Oh, no. Okay. Oh, okay. I'll take them all. Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay. All right. So there's been a lot on your shoulders right now. You've been carrying a lot, a lot on you. I feel like for somebody out there, I feel like there was a lot of like you felt like you were betrayed. You felt like that you couldn't believe that things happened the way they happened. I feel like, or for everyone, whoever this reading resonates for, I do feel like you're very overwhelmed and you carried a lot on your shoulders and you're carrying a lot right now. And this is why they're asking you to really go within, Leo, because you do have the Temperance card here. You see how she's trying to balance all these cups together. She's trying to balance everything all at once, but you really need to focus. You really need to really clear your mind. I feel like you need to really, like, if you're going to sleep, you need to sleep better. You need to eat better. You need to think better thoughts instead of self-doubt, why doesn't this happen for me? Why can't I do this? Stop talking so negative about yourself. Is what they're saying. And I feel like you need to start setting boundaries, definitely. There's a lot of things going on here, and you really need to. The main thing is that you need to start setting boundaries for yourself. Like, it's time, okay? Like, okay, we can all be human. We're all human, right? We're all human. We have bad days, we have good days, but there are some certain people that like to point things out to people. Like, they're more harsh than we are, right? And the thing is that when it comes to that point, that's the time to start setting boundaries for whatever it is that you're doing or whoever it is that you're dealing with. Because I do feel like, you have this Seven of Swords here. And I feel like, I feel with the Seven of Swords being here, I feel like there could have been like some kind of disruption in your life, whether it was at work or whether it's personal, whatever it was, it was something that people are just hurtful and hateful, deceiving, and betrayed, two-faced, gossiping, whatever it is, definitely, like, you need to not care about all this, okay? Because I feel like you're taking it very personal, and I feel like you need to really not to, okay? I feel like you need to start setting boundaries on whatever it is that you're dealing with, okay? I feel like you need to start focusing. I feel like there's going to be breakthroughs. I feel like things are going to get better for you and you're going to have clarity on everything that's going in. But you yourself need to take care of your emotional state, your physical state, because you're very overwhelmed with a lot of stuff here. There's a lot of stuff that shows that, you're taking on a lot and you got to be careful with all that, okay? Really go within, have some peace within, find that downtime to, just be by yourself or off the tablets, whatever it is. Get grounded, Leo. You do have the Two of Pentacles here. And why is the Two of Pentacles here for the situation? On my card. Hold on. Alrighty. So with the Two of Pentacles here, I do feel that you're definitely trying to juggle everything. You know, you're trying to juggle your whole entire life, actually. You know, I feel like you're very busy, and I feel like you need to start taking it easy because you do have the Two of Pentacles here twice. When it comes in twice, you know, it's the same card, two different pictures, but it's the same meaning behind it. You know, it's like they're trying to tell you, hey, slow down. Hey, stop doing what you're doing because you're definitely trying to juggle everything all at once. And you know, you're only human. You can only do so much. And they're trying to slow down. You know, I feel like you're trying to deal with all these changes that are coming in. You know, and it's very hard sometimes, but you got to slow down. Okay, you got to start taking it easy. Start setting boundaries. It's time. You know, I can't stress that enough. But really, definitely. Really set boundaries and really think about everything that you're doing, you know, especially your options, you know, or maybe look at or be open to other options about what everything else is going on. You know, like you're feeling very overwhelmed. I also feel like there's traveling here. And I also feel like at times that you take it and you hold on to it. Like, you know, like there are times that, you know, because there's a lot of betrayal here. There's a lot of endings here also, but there's a lot of betrayal here, and you're very overwhelmed with everything that's going on. And I feel like you try to do this and you try to do that, and I feel like you hold on to a lot, and I feel like you need to let that go. You know, it's very hard for you to let go of the things that have happened, especially when people are ugly and mean and selfish. You know, but they're asking you to go within. You know, because there is decisions that you're making. You know, that you need to start making. You need to look at other things, like other opportunities that are around you to make these decisions. You know, maybe what it is that the universe is trying to do, or God is trying to tell you, is that, you know, maybe you need to move on. Maybe this isn't where you're supposed to be at, you know, is what they're saying. So really look at everything that's going on, especially how much you're going through, because you're going through a lot, and right now you need to slow it down. You need to start setting boundaries, and that's like a big thing here. Start setting boundaries, okay? You do have the Three of Wands. I could talk about this for a long time because there's a lot of messages coming in, but we're going to keep going, okay? You have the Three of Wands here. Three of Wands is definitely, this is in the past or now. I do believe it's now. I do believe that you're going to be moving forward from this. And I do believe that, you know, things are going to get better, but it's up to you to make it better. It's up to you to start setting boundaries, to start taking it easy, to start focusing, okay? Because you're very overwhelmed right now. You have the Three of Wands, and I feel like you could be making plans, you could be traveling, you could be waiting for your ships to come in, but I feel like you're also not telling anyone about it. So interesting. So I believe that's now. You have the Ten of Swords here for the what's hidden. So wow. Alrighty. So you do have the Ten of Swords, and you start off with this card, and the Ten of Swords is definitely talking about, you know, the endings being here. You know, something has come to an end, and definitely, you know, maybe it's the time that you have spent somewhere, or could have been a relationship or a career, but definitely something is coming to an end. And you're moving on from it, you know, because when there's an ending, there's always a new beginning. I do feel like you are very supported by a lot of people. People have your back. They support you in whatever you do, and that's good. You need this. I do feel like you're going to be together, gathering together with people, and trying to have a good time. So I feel like that's going to happen very soon, or there's something here that you're not seeing about that. But I do feel like there is togetherness and community here for you. But you also have the Five of Pentacles here, and the Five of Pentacles is definitely talking about that. You know, you're very disappointed in a lot of things, about how everything went, how everything was conspired or had been going, or the betrayal that's been going on, or the deceit that has been happening. And I feel like, you know, you are definitely in your mind about it a lot. You know, you're disappointed. You're feeling it. You know, you feel down. You could also be feeling depressed, and they're asking you to really, and also too, I feel like for some of you guys, you feel like you're not going to have enough for things, but you will. this is just temporary, okay? You feel this because everything is going on in your life, because there's an ending that has happened, everything. It conspires all together. That's why you need to really, set boundaries. That's why you need to really go within. People may make fun of going within, and they may not like it, but there's so many forms of it, and you could just find something that you like, take some time in your day and do it, and you will be very better off to do it. Okay, so wow. And then you have the Two of Cups down here for the hopes and fears. And why is the Two of Cups here? One more card. Wow. Alrighty. So wow. Okay. So you start off with the Two of Cups here. The Two of Cups is definitely talking about an offer coming in. I feel like you need to really start getting in connection with your higher self, and that means your intuition. Like really start opening up your intuition. I feel like there's also could be an offer coming in for you. I feel like there's definitely decisions that you're about to make very soon about everything that's going on. You have the Empress here, and the Empress is definitely talking about how you need to look at everything around you and just be grateful for everything that's, the abundance that is already here for you. And I do feel like there is going to be blessings coming in for you, but really appreciate what's around you. Really enjoy or focus on the abundance that's already there. Okay, is what they're saying. I feel like you need to be more creative, put your ideas out there. Also, I feel like you need to be more creative within you. Like, take up a hobby. Start crafting, start doing something to take your mind away from these things. Believe it or not, painting and singing and walking outside and exercise, believe it, that's a form of meditation there too. So if you didn't know that, I feel like you need to work better. I feel like you need to nurture yourself also a little bit more, because you're trying very hard to achieve everything that everybody wants, but you got to stop and do it for yourself, because you also have the Nine of Pentacles here. When the Nine of Pentacles shows up, she's very independent. That's you, Leo, very independent. She knows what she needs to do with the Nine of Pentacles here. She's reliable, and that's you. You try to do everything for everyone. That's also you. You try to help everyone. That's also you. But you need to focus on what you want to do, on what you want to create, on what you want to, to do, because I feel like you need to spend more time for you. Like, instead of doing it for everyone else, why not think about you? I feel like you need to live in the moment. I feel like you need to put your energy into something that's going to make you happy. I feel like you need to be more flexible and more focused on things. And I also feel like you need to find your confidence here. And I feel like you need to think positive. Think positive in everything, instead of feeling like, oh my God, they did this to me, they did that to me. Stop talking down on yourself and everything that has happened. Because I always say that, the universe, God, they hear the way we talk. And when you put it out there, it's out there, and it's like, well, the universe is saying, well, she's always talking down on herself, so, or he or she always talking down on themselves. So why should I even bother? Because you don't change. These things are not changed. And this is something that you need to think about. This is something that you need to change within you. Like, try your best to not let anybody take your light from you. Really look at the achievements that you're doing. Really be flexible on not just what it is that, maybe there have been opportunities presented to you and you're just like, nah, I could never do that. But you never know until you try. So that's why they're saying be flexible, because there's some kind of opportunities that are going to come in for you. There's decisions that you're going to have to make very soon also. You have the Hangman here, and what you need to do now. One more card. Interesting. Okay, so with the Hangman here, I feel like you're definitely need to look at things differently. Okay, find your patience and everything, and really, really look at things differently. No matter how or what, look at things differently. Okay. I feel like there could be you're making plans to move forward. I feel like you are definitely going to travel. I feel like you're waiting on something to come in, because you also have the hangman here at the same time. It's like you're waiting on something, you know, and I feel like it's going to come in. But I feel like you're also making plans, but you're not really saying anything about it. Interesting. So definitely moving forward. And you also have the 8 of Wands, so that they're saying, this is something you need to do, is move forward. There is unexpected messages, unexpected change coming in. You're in the right path. No matter how you feel or what, you're definitely on this right path here. And then you have the High Priestess here. And why is the High Priestess here? Wow. So really open up that intuition, Leo. Leo. Really work on that inner power that you have, really try to go within is what they're asking you, because there is definitely a lot of things that you may not be seeing. You do want this material success. You want to establish yourself to where you don't have to worry. And I feel like there is something here coming in for you. So just know that there are blessings coming in. There is happiness and joy, but this could be, I feel like you need to go through all this in order to know that you need to start setting boundaries. Like, there are times that you're going to have to set boundaries no matter what. Like, start setting them. Start taking yourself and taking care of yourself more, because there is material success here, but there's just things that you're just not wanting to see. There are things that you're not really paying attention to, and that's what they're saying, that you need to start paying attention, start focusing on things. Then you have the Two of Swords here. And why is the Two of Swords here for the outcome? Wow. Definitely a big decision is definitely coming in. You do start off with the Two of Swords. Take off that blindfold and really see things for what they are. Really go within. I feel like you're at a crossroads right now and trying to figure things out. You're definitely making plans, so have patience for what your next step is going to be. Okay? Have patience for everything. It's like they're wanting you to see something, but it's like you don't go within. And of course, the Hermit showed up. So when the Hermit shows up, it's definitely time to go within and meditate, to get grounded, to really see what you need to see, so you can get the answers that you're looking for. So that way you can make clearer decisions. Wow. All right, so Leo, hang in there. Don't give up, okay? Because there is a lot of new things coming in. There's also collaboration and partnership here. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this reading. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. God bless.